what is going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are looking at love. Whoop, whoop. So this is a general collective reading. If it resonates, then it's definitely a message meant for you. If this doesn't fit with your situation or your energy, don't even worry about it. There's a lot of fabulous readers on YouTube. I'm sure that, Spirit has a better message for you elsewhere. So, all right. Let's look at love, current energy. We're in Mercury retrograde right now, guys. So that's going to definitely bring up a lot of old past stuff, past relationships, feelings. Even if you're in something new that you're happy in, sometimes things from the past can get triggered. All right, so this is a lot about options, kind of like looking at what you have in your pool, what's working for you, what's not. And I think that you're kind of being a little bit conscious, mindful about, where you're putting your time and energy, especially obviously when it comes to love. You don't want to just hook up with someone, that's just going to kind of lead you down the same road that you've been down before, like things that just don't work out, right? You can have your fun. I'm not saying it's not that. It's just more that vibe of like, it's gonna be on your terms, right? So, that's nice because like I said, having options, and then with this Cupid's arrow coming in, that bow and arrow, the love heart being hit, this, really speaks to me, it reminds me of just like putting our manifestations out there. We have to date around, see what's out there, to have some sort of reference, to know what we want, especially when it comes to like long-term partner and commitment. And you're in a place where I feel like you're being really, conscious about, like I said, where you're putting your time and your energy and who you're going to give that to. I was just thinking the other day, our love, that gift that we give to someone is so sacred and so special. And we forget about that. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we have to learn. We have to, meet people, understand what works for us, what doesn't. But this, it's holding the sanctity of the love that you bring to the table, because it is beautiful and special and unique to you and who you are. And whoever is going to receive that, it's like knowing that, you deserve someone who can value it just as much as you do. And that person comes in, guys. I love this, right? So we're getting a little bit of that love energy, and it's coming off of heartbreak. But this again, I'm a silver linings kind of gal. So this is that value that, like, even in the pain, a closed door is not a bad thing. It's like Spirit just acknowledging that you deserve something better. You don't deserve subpar. You don't deserve someone who is going to break your heart or not show up for you in the right way, in the way that actually like honors who you are as a person. And, I feel like that's why you're being super conscious about who you're letting in. You're really kind of cultivating that list, who is your perfect ideal, your perfect manifestation. And then Spirit is definitely going to bring that to you. And what I love about this energy is it's not like a wham, bam, boom. You know what I mean? It's not like you, like someone coming in and sweeping you off your feet. I feel like it's a good connection. It feels very like natural and holistic, my favorite, but just that vibe of like, yeah, there's chemistry, there's a connection. It's like, ooh, I'm interested, but not like, it's not a too good to be true. It's not like someone coming and promising you the world and not being able to deliver, because we know you've been there before. You know what that feels like. And I feel like that's, again, you've been doing the work. You're really conscious about who you're gonna, pay attention to, because you know what it's like to pay attention to the people who don't honor you, who aren't really, being honest about their true intentions, how they feel, expressing. They're telling what they want, what they think you want to hear to get what they want. It's a very selfish energy, right? But I love that. You're healing. It's my favorite. No, I mean, healing is a BITCH, but legit, like, this is actually talking about you doing the healing work, right? You're actually saying, you know what? Like, it's that confirmation of everything I just said. Ooh, look at that, guys. I love this. I just split the deck to Temperance energy. Finding that emotional balance, that emotional physical balance of the devil, right? Like the things that hold us back, hold us down, make us self-sabotage, the things that take away our power, that make us believe we're unworthy, etc. That's not true, right? And you, like I said, the cool thing about this message, you might not be in this place of like thriving in love, but you're being more conscious and more intentional about what that's going to look like in your life. And honestly, love is, yes, it's not practical, right? Who we fall in love with. It's a lot of attraction, law of attraction, karma, healing, growth, And then I really do believe that when we're doing that work, when we're honoring ourselves, when we have enough awareness to bring in our ideal, it is the real deal, And again, not some like fairy tale fantasy, but something that's grounded and stable and like, hey, I like your vibe, let's learn each other. Let's see where this vibe goes, right? All right. Let's look on, see what lies beneath. Okay, I like that. So Page of Wands energy. So this definitely feels like you getting out there, I'm going to go out. I'm going to have my fun. People want to hang out, talk to me. That's great. If they don't, that's cool. Like, I feel like you're just in your own vibe and you're very, I love it with the World confirmation. Kind of having it all, being in your element, being in your glory, the way that light is shining on her, and she's just soaking it up. Like, it has a little bit of a whimsical element, with her hippie dress, if I can say that. Just like really like thriving and recognizing, the synchronicity, the magic of life, feeling abundant and legit. Is that not the best space to be manifesting love from? We want to manifest love when we are 100% in alignment with who we are. Dope, guys. This is such a powerful energy. So it's basically saying you letting go, having some fun, kind of saying F it. Like to me, this is just like throwing caution to the wind, doing you. It's bringing in like boom. Like this is 100% blessing, synchronicity, very powerful. This, and it's like, I don't know, this really powerful alchemy, bringing together all components, all elements, all direction, calling forth on all those energies, really to like find that perfect, like, I don't know if you guys believe in perfection. Perfection is imperfect, right? But I just hear it as like, it's just such a powerful energy that you're using because you're releasing and letting go of all the BS. Guys, this is like one big party. So definitely, utilize this time. Go out, hang out, have fun with friends, but also enjoy yourself, right? A party doesn't mean that we always have to be with a bunch of different people. We can be having just as much fun with ourselves, right? Doing things that make us feel good, that make us like connect with, who we are. Having that time to rest and reprieve, right? There's that confirmation. Like, enjoy time with people, but enjoying time alone. Dreaming, fantasizing. I love that. Connecting with your heart. 100%. So beautiful, guys. I love this deck. It's so, the imagery on it is just so on point. Oh, we got confirmation. It's the Lovers. Yay. It's coming. I mean, you know, and you know it. You know it is. But you're being patient. And like I said, legit, that is the best space to be in. Because not everything comes at once. And the thing is, you've put up with the BS for so long that anything remotely smelling, reeking of that is like, no thanks. But remember, like, the more we say no to the things we don't want, the more we're saying yes to exactly what we do want. So being super intentional about who and what you're calling in. And let's see what that is. You know, so just be conscious, guys, like really making sure that if something is not sitting with you, a person, you know, they're hitting on you, and yeah, the attention's nice for sure. Who doesn't like to feel like wanted and desired, right? But it's like that value of if it doesn't feel right, or if you're just appeasing them or pleasing them, or it's just an ego boost, be really mindful of how much energy, how much yeses you give that, right? All right, let's see what you're bringing in. I love this. Okay, so this is great. This is stepping away from that heartbreak and sadness, healing, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. You know, and you know, I mean, this to me feels like it's a little bit of a pill to swallow, because to me, I'm hearing it's like we all have our fantasies. You know, I think in youth, first love vibe, just, you know, someone that we have a really deep connection. Usually we have the fantasy of what we want it to be versus the reality of what it is. And the reality can sometimes be very bitter and very painful. And I think what it teaches us is to be wise with our heart, really listen to when something doesn't feel right, because yes, those dynamics might be addictive, like just kind of, you know, that push and pull, the runner chaser vibe, but it never really is heart honoring and satisfying to our soul. And I feel like it's in those spaces that we recognize there is a practical component to love. We have to choose practically based on like the things we want in life, especially like the major decisions, right? The things that exactly, like the things you want. So if you want to be married, if you want a family, if you want kids, if you want to make X amount of dollars, you know, you can have whatever you want. But if you choose someone that doesn't really want those things, you know, we all have different passions, hobbies, interests. I'm not saying you have to be carbon copies of one another, but I'm saying that the big things like family, money, career, stability, how much you want to travel, you know, like some of those things matter, because if you can't meet each other in those spaces, then it's going to make this Two of Wands energy very prominent. Two of Wands is when it's hard to find harmony and balance. Yeah. Even if there is love, even if there is a connection, and sometimes that's the hardest to say no to, because you can say, I really love this person, but I also see that they're not giving me what I want, right? Just like we said. And it's opening the door. Saying no is pumping the brakes, waiting for this very like life-affirming energy to come in. Someone that feels like home. It's an innate connection. It's past life energy, right? Through the burden, you know, and your person, your future person right now, you know, they can have their own stressors. Really, like what I'm hearing is they're kind of releasing their own past stuff, and it is stressful. It's hard to see people very clearly, especially when we have different expectations of how we want them to show up. That's a lot of where the disconnect in relationship happens, is mismatched expectations. And then we don't talk about it. And then it just, you know, turns into like all this hubbub and chaos. But that hubbub and chaos it's that door that's closed, because when we're building 10 of Pentacles energy, home, legacy, lineage, money, abundance, you know, and that's going to look different for everyone. You don't have to like want 10 kids and, you know, making millions of dollars, you know, you don't have to, it's okay. But this is just that concept of like what your vision of that is. Like, how do you envision living out your life, enjoying your life? So I'm going to pull a few oracles from the Rebel deck. It does have some cuss words, so if anyone's sensitive, it is a little harsh. I love it, and I hate it at times because it is very blunt and honest. So let's see. Close out this reading. Okay. Ooh. Check yourself. You're playing with fire. Okay. So this is just making sure that it's not ego-based, right? You know, in my opinion, it's like, have your fun, do what you want to do, as long as there's clear communication between you both, right? But also make sure that that does not get too addicting, where you end up kind of compromising yourself, right? Or getting yourself too deep into something you don't really want to be a part of. Oh, stop trying to control everything, right? Let that stuff go. Don't be so extra. So it's, again, just, you know, and this is a big pill to swallow. I think 110%. I'm very sensitive. I love people. I probably do get, you know, like, I'm just a lover. Like, so sometimes when we have to check our ego and say, you know what, this is not good for me, it doesn't mean that I don't love them. But sometimes that's, being honest is the best thing we can do for that relationship. Recognizing that not everyone is meant to be in our lives long term, right? Watch what you say. That mouth of yours can start some shit. Ooh. And I think that really ties to like the blame game, you know? It's so easy to pinpoint, especially if we're in unhealthy, toxic dynamics, past dynamics. It's easy to point the finger and blame. But in honesty, it takes two to tango. We both participate, you know. Be mindful of how you're adjusting your energy, because the blame game is going to keep you in that past energy and not, you know, bringing you to who you want. And I feel like this person, you know, it definitely looks, send a pic. Ooh, sexting will make their day. You know, so I really feel like this energy of someone's coming in, someone who really likes you, and you still have like a little bit of this old energy, right? This heartbreak and healing to clean up. So be mindful. I feel like you're connecting with this person. You know, but I think that you're still kind of like letting go of some old stuff. So just be mindful, right? Old stuff gets triggered. Don't bring it into the new relationship. Keep it copacetic. You don't have to go so crazy. It can be a patient process, step at a time, because they have their own stuff that they're dealing with too, right? But this is like beautiful, life-affirming energy. Remember, guys, it's exactly what we want, right? What we're building towards, the world, the wheel. Such a powerful reading. What's this? Oh, yeah. We don't want to look at that one. 10 of Pentacles. All right, guys. Lots of love and blessings to you and your love relationship. Definitely hit me up if you would like me to look into your personal situation. Totally be honored to support in whatever way possible. Sending lots of love and blessings. Thanks for your time and energy always. Yeah.